Validate yourself. Fuck what a nigga think. Fuck what a bitch think. Fuck whatever's outside of you that's trying to point to you to be like, that's the right thing, that's good enough, that's sufficient. You feel me? Fuck all of that shit that's doing that. You validate yourself. You are the one that validates yourself. I don't give a fuck if it's your coworker, your friend, your mama, your parents, your sibling. I don't give a fuck who it is. Nobody else determines what's good enough for you. Nobody else determines what's professional or what's extravagant or what's fucking glorious. Like, nobody else determines that. Nobody else gives the meaning and the reason and the explanation for what is good enough. You are the only person that does that. Validate yourself. Fuck what a nigga think. Fuck what a bitch think. For real though. Like, this is something I had to remind myself, because like I find myself sometimes, like especially like in the workplace, if it's somebody I have to see often and we have to work in close proximities, we have to interact, sometimes we have to communicate with each other. I be trying my best to make things peaches and smooth cream and balance out. Like I try to make it more balanced out, you feel me? So like, you feel me? Like if I'm just trying to get a better understanding, if I'm talking about something and I see that the other person is just argumentative, they're not trying to hear me out, they don't give a fuck what I'm saying, they already made up in their head in conclusion of where I'm coming from and what I could possibly mean, and they just go off of that, you know. So there's all this different like energy or whatever, like, and I found myself today, that's why I'm making this video, because I found myself today like just trying to be like, you know, I'm not trying to like argue with you or anything, I'm just trying to like have a better understanding of the way that things are or whatever, you know. And it's like, it don't matter what you say to this person, no matter how nice you are, it don't matter what your intention is, it don't matter whatever, you know. This person is who they are, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people are ops, sometimes people are weak as shit, sometimes you're not supposed to connect with people, like sometimes it's not supposed to work. Like I'll be thinking, if I work with individuals, I would like everybody to see me as cool and I see them as cool, so everything can be cool. But no, like sometimes that person do need to hate you. Sometimes that person do need to be demonic and low vibrational as fuck. Sometimes that person do need to see you the wrong way. Sometimes like all of these characteristics and these attributes that other people have, that and they're the people that's around you, sometimes it's really the opposite of you and who you are, and that's for a reason. Like if somebody weak as hell, you see how strong you are. If somebody dumb as fuck, you see how smart you are. You know, and it was even the thing today of like, as far as like my intelligence and me being an adult or whatever, where it was just like, this is the way things are at this job. You just have to be an adult and blah, blah, blah. But it's just like, me trying to have a better understanding about the way things work is me trying to understand. You feel me? Like it's not about if I want to do it or if I don't want to do it or if this, you know, like it's like other people trying to think for you, and then on top of them trying to think for you, it's like they're trying to project that onto you so that you can beat, like, you know, it's just a lot of confusion. And it's like, and this brings me back to my point. This is why it's a good thing when somebody don't fuck with you. It's a good thing when people ghost you. It's a good thing when people don't talk to you. It's a good thing when people don't see you. It's a good thing, like when you can't connect with the right, like especially if you special, like you really an individual, like you value who you are, you value your individuality, you know you an individual, like especially if you're that type of person and you're not connecting with certain people and you can't figure out why, like all I'm trying to do is make sure things is cool because I want the area and the space, I want it to be cool, you feel me? I don't want the drama, I don't want the beef, I don't want the bochinche, like, you feel me? Whatever. I'm still learning words and shit, but you know, like, of course you don't want things to be in that way. And for me, I'm thinking like, oh, all it takes is a conversation. No, sometimes it don't take a conversation. Sometimes there's no conversation. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. Sometimes it's just gonna be that way. And it's okay for me to just accept it how it is. And this is like the art of letting people be. Just let it be. People gonna be who they are. People gonna see you however they see you. And the way that other people see you and the way that other people treat you don't have nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with who they are and the way that they see the world, you know? So again, the message of this video is to validate yourself. Fuck what a nigga think. Fuck what a bitch think. Validate yourself. I'm so serious about this, especially when it comes to valuing. Like, you have to value who you are, you have to value yourself, you have to value your gift, your talents, your attributes, your traits, and whatever it is you have to offer to the world. You have to be the one to value that. Value doesn't mean that somebody else looks at it as good enough. You have to be the one to step outside of yourself to see what it is that you create and what you have going on as valuable. Whatever your art is, however your personality is, whatever you got. It don't matter what you got on, you always put that shit on. Like, you gotta know that shit. Like, you gotta be the one to validate yourself. You gotta know that your personality is popping, your skin is popping, who you are, your individuality, what it is that you create, how you are, how you move, the way you walk, the way you talk is like uniquely like you the shit, you feel me? You're not really the shit, you know you're not shit, but you know you make shit and you know you do shit, you feel me? Yo, I just feel like it's okay that people don't fuck with you. That's a good thing. Like, it's a good thing people don't fuck with you. It's a good thing people don't see you. It's a good thing that people think you a bitch, or they think you unapproachable, or they think whatever it is that they think, whatever they got, whatever chatter is going on in their mind. It's a good thing when people are the opposite of you. It's a good thing when people are different than you. It's a good thing, like I said. So you have to be the one to validate yourself. You have to be the one to see yourself as worthy, as valuable, as important. You have to prioritize yourself and whatever it is that you have to offer to the world. You have to be the one to prioritize your schedule and your routine. You have to be the one to prioritize and make sure that what it is that's on your mind are things that you actually want to experience in this life. Like, this is really just a reminder to myself, for real, to, you know, not just validate myself, but like, fuck what a nigga think. You feel me? Fuck what a nigga think, because I will really try my best to just put towards the effort to have a conversation so that things can be smooth, and I really gotta stop doing it. You feel me? And so, yeah, this video is just about validate yourself. Validate yourself. Validate yourself. Even if you gotta think of yourself as another person, and look at yourself as who you are in order to get that whatever, you have to validate yourself. Alright?